Hi everyone. Today is day number 17 of our 31 days to splits challenge. It's also St. Patrick's Day, hence my outfit for the day. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. We have a reclined version of a split or a wide-legged fold. Lots of different ways to think about this posture we're adding today, but we will be reclined. So first, let's just get the body going. We'll take the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, pull it back, squeeze your elbows and shoulder blades. I'm going to add a little more bend in my knees this morning, start to lift my heart, gazing up, hinging here. I'm going to come into a forward fold. Knees are soft, reaching through the knuckles, letting my arms float up to the sky, lifting the shoulders up away from the neck. Feel my tailbone lifting, my thigh bones pressing back. My neck is relaxed, I'm not holding any tension there. And then we'll just let the arms float down. Add a little wiggle. And then let's slowly rise up. Good. All right, coming down to our table shape. Wrists underneath of shoulders, knees under hips. I'm just going to circle the spine a couple times here. Just starting to notice how you've shown up on your mat, whatever time it is. Just feeling lucky to have this practice. Extend right leg back, draw our knees in, step my foot forward, grab my blocks as I have been doing, and then just let my hips melt forward, adjusting, settling down into the sole of my right foot. I'll pull the shoulders back, begin to lift my heart nice and tall. Right hip is back, left hip is forward. Good. Settling in the shoulders, feeling that left hip flexor continue to press forward. And the inner edge on my right foot roots down, just preventing any external rotation in the hip. Melting the hips back, let's flex. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Sliding your heel forward will pull the right hip back. Sliding the shoulders back, pull the heart forward. So just creating those multiple points in the body to create traction, to create length, just to let yourself really feel how your muscles respond. The hips melt forward. We'll curl the back toes under, lifting that knee. I'm going to slide my foot in, drop the heel, straighten the front leg. This sequence should feel pretty familiar at this point, 17 days into our challenge. But that doesn't mean that you should bring any less attention or focus to your mat each time. What that does mean is that you can really start to notice the differences from one day to the next about how your body's feeling, how the poses feel, where your mind is. Of course, that's a huge part of our practice. Good. Let your elbows bend, tuck the chin, lift the shoulders. Continue to shift your left hip forward, pull the right hip back. Breathe. Feel your upper body softening into this rounded shape as you exhale. forward. Let's soften that front knee. Bring the left foot forward and then roll up our spines. Good, arms float out and up and then hands to your heart. Wonderful, let's step back and do the same thing on the left. So back to table shape, starting here, left leg back, right knee, left knee draws in. We'll let that hip flexor once again start to melt forward, pulling your left hip back. The right hip presses forward. My shoulders draw back. Good. Feel the crown of your head lengthening up to the sky. Rooting down through the instep on your left foot as you continue to shift that right hip forward, lifting up out of the shoulders, pulling the navel in. And of course, letting your breath soften, letting your eyes soften. We'll flex, shifting my left heel forward a little bit. We'll pull that right hip forward, relax the shoulders, reach the heart forward. I'm just really thankful to have this practice, myself enjoying the routine of these shapes, enjoying sharing this practice with all of you, and regardless of what our end result is, it's the journey. It's each day rolling out our mats, it's coming together, talking about the poses, talking about how we feel. Let's sink the hips forward, back toes curling, slide the knee in, or slide the foot in, drop the heel, and then square up your hips here. Again, I'm lifting up out of my shoulders, shifting the left hip back, pressing the right one forward, pulling the navel in, reaching my heart forward. Good. The back of my neck is long, gazing down towards my left foot. Continuing to draw the belly in to reach the heart forward. And then I'll soften my elbows here, tuck the chin. Just letting myself begin to soften here in this pyramid pose. Lifting my shoulders continually away from the neck, breathing. With each exhale, feeling my body grow a little heavier, sink a little deeper. Feeling the sensation in my hamstrings, glutes. Good. Slowly lengthen the spine, little bend in the left knee. Right foot steps forward. I'm going to shift my blocks out of the way and then again roll up my spine. Reach the arms out and bring my hands down to my heart. Good. Coming down to the floor. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Left foot planted, right leg to the sky. Now straighten out that right leg. And again, if you are at home and you have a strap, you want to use that, you're welcome to bring anything to your practice to enhance it. Lengthening through my heel, rooting down through the back of my right leg. Just enjoying the sensation of being here in this shape. Taking nice full breaths. Those breaths feel really good this morning. Good, and then I'll hug my knee in, set the foot down, and same thing with my left, extending it to the sky. A little straighten out my right leg, flexing that foot, lengthening through both heels. Shoulders stay relaxed, reaching through the heel. Breathing. I say that a lot, but it's my own reminders to take those deep breaths. They can really enhance your practice. Bend your knee, hug it in. Set your foot down. We'll bring the right foot up to meet it. Then I'm gonna hug both knees in. I'm gonna take my arms to the inside of my knees, hold on to the outer edge of my feet, and then begin to straighten the legs, and then let them float open into a V shape. So your hands can be on the backs of your calves, and maybe you might have a little more space if you want to hold on to the outside of the legs. Maybe the legs can float open a little wider, but here, even still, I'm flexing the feet, lengthening out through the heels. The pelvis is rotated slightly back, so my low back is rooted down. And I'm pulling the navel in, continuing to lengthen through my heels. You can feel that lengthening in the inner thigh. The chin stays lifted, maintaining the curve in the cervical spine. Good. Breathing here. Maybe allowing your eyes to close. And then holding here for as long as feels good in your body. And when you're ready, we'll add a little bend to the knees and then press the legs together. Gently bending, hugging those knees in, making yourself a little ball, maybe a little gentle rock side to side, maybe a little hip movement here, circling the knees, being mindful to go in both directions. Good, and when you are ready, rocking up to a seated position. I want to thank you for coming to your mat with me again today on day 17. I hope that wherever you are in your day, it has been a good one, or that it will be for the rest of your day. Namaste. And again, I'm so lucky to be on this journey with you. Thank you so much.